As a kid, like any other Muslim kid, I was made to go to Quran classes every day. It took a while to find the right teacher because there were so many, and so many of them didn't actually know how to teach the Quran properly. But finally, I was able to find good teachers and I was able to learn the Quran. Alhamdulillah, I got pretty good at it as well. Like over the course of my school years, I won like 7 Quran competitions and I enjoyed reading the Quran, so I was happy about that. But the problem is I never ever understood at all what I was reading except little bits and pieces. You see, while I thank my parents and my school for like making the effort for me to learn the Arabic in the Quran, like actually reading it, I never understood why there was no equal effort ever to actually help us to learn the Arabic language as well, so we know what we're reading in the Quran. I remember this one non-Muslim teacher at my school. It was an Islamic school, but we were having a Quran class. We were all sitting together and we were reciting it, and some of us were really good, right? Our non-Muslim teacher is sitting there just like waiting for the Arabic class to end, and then he asked my Quran teacher like, do they actually understand what they're reading? And then he was like, no. And then he was like, what? That doesn't make sense. Like, he was so confused, and I was in year 6 at that time, and yet I knew exactly like what he meant. It's always confused me. So I spent years of my life not knowing what I was reading, and then it started to affect my Iman, unfortunately. After a few years of weak Iman, I didn't even know if I was a real Muslim anymore. That's how bad it got. And yet I could read the Quran really well. Now that is all until a year later when I finally made a specific dua and Allah answered it and helped me to understand the language of Arabic within a matter of 3 months. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did that and how it fixed my Iman. So this guide is going to show you how to go from pretty much like a 5% understanding of Arabic where I was, which is just like really just nothing pretty much, to at least a 70% understanding of Arabic in the Quran, which is enough to understand when you're standing in the masjid and the imam is reciting. You can understand. When you go to Saudi, you can have like basic conversations during like Umrah and Hajj, so you don't get scammed or something. And overall, it will help you connect more with the Arabic of the Quran and Arabic literature like hadith and everything, so that your Iman gets cured forever. Okay, so the first step to learning Arabic might not seem important to you, but I promise you this is important, is to block out all the limiting beliefs you have right now about learning another language. Learning another language at first seems like a massively daunting task, but you have to understand this is not just any language, and you're not just learning it for any purpose. If you're watching this video, chances are you're learning Arabic so that you can improve your Iman, just as I did. At first I didn't know that's why I was doing it. Allah just put Arabic into my life, but that is what happened. It cured my Iman. And so you need to understand that it's not going to be hard. Allah will make it easy for you. So you need to get rid of every limiting belief you have about learning Arabic. The second thing I did, or really the first thing I did, is gonna sound weird, but I still to this day advocate for it to people, and they don't at first believe me. And that is to use Duolingo. I know that sounds weird because it's like kind of like this joke app, and like people always, you'll see like this video online, I remember watching it as well, circulating this idea that Duolingo is like haram or something, and the video had some valid points, but it wasn't calling the actual course haram. It wasn't calling the app haram. The app is still good at teaching you Arabic in a really fun way, because the Duolingo is like this really well developed app with all these features and all these colors and like these well designed buttons and UI. That thing will keep you hooked on learning Arabic, and it's so easy as well. Like, it's really well designed. It's not as long as like some of the Spanish courses or some of the other language courses in the app, but the Arabic course is still really well made. And so 100%, if you can read Arabic, I would tell you to jump onto the Duolingo course right now and just start smashing it out once a day, a couple times a day if you want. I was doing it like non-stop, but just start doing it once a day at least. The second thing I did is the most important thing, more important than Duolingo. Duolingo was enough to get me started with, like, sparked an interest in learning Arabic, but this thing is the most important thing you can do, and that is to pick up vocabulary as fast as possible. When you see a word you don't understand, write it down and remember it. Try using it in a sentence, try using it in a different scenario, and it will indent it into your mind. But the important thing is just note down every unfamiliar word. Now at the start, obviously it's going to seem hard because every word is unfamiliar to you, but just pick one that you think looks good, might be important, write it down, doesn't matter, don't overthink it too much, and you have just unlocked a new word. Tomorrow you're going to unlock another one. The third day you're going to unlock another one, and so on until you realize, over the past 2 months I've learned not 60, you're going to learn more. I've learned hundreds of words. You're going to end up learning more words than you think you're learning just by adding one word a day. Another thing is to make sure that you actually understand the basic of Arabic grammar and pronouns, because this will be a key to understanding the Quran. You can pick up vocabulary and that will be great. That will be amazing. It is the number one goal that you should have. But if you understand how like the basic pronouns work, because Arabic has slightly different pronouns to English, where it also has like dual pronouns and group feminine, masculine pronouns. If you understand those, it will really open your mind when you read the Quran. It will really show you how different it is from any other language, and it will like make you understand the Quran better than anything else. You can do this through like YouTube, or you could book a call with me and I could show you how I did it as well. The next thing was the most enjoyable part out of all. This part, when I'd done Duolingo, or I was like kind of halfway through Duolingo, I started a lot like watching YouTube videos and just trying to understand them, just pretending like I was a native Arab and trying to understand these YouTube videos. That's exactly what I did, and that is what you should do as well. You will enjoy this part of learning Arabic the most, because it's very exciting, because when you do understand something in Arabic, like in one of these videos, you feel really happy. You feel like you're actually learning Arabic. And again, when you see something that's unfamiliar, that stands out to you, that you didn't know, like you understood a whole sentence but you didn't get this part, write it down, remember it. Next time, I promise you will remember it. At a more advanced level, what you should start doing now is start writing down in Arabic. This might not seem that important, but I did this. I used to write in Arabic in my journal. It's gonna take a while to find, so I won't show you in this video, but I used to journal in Arabic. Like, I had a habit of journaling every day. I started doing it in Arabic just to see how it would go. And honestly, it helps a lot. It helps you a lot with not only like understanding how Arabic sentences are really formed, because now you're forced to write it down, but it also helps you retain a lot of the vocabulary that you learned, because when you write down, you kind of want to use the vocabulary that you learned. You want to prove to yourself that, yeah, you are good at Arabic. So you start using words you've never used before. And plus, it's your journal, so no one's going to see, no one's going to judge you. So it's a completely like safe environment, and it's beneficial in all aspects when it comes to learning Arabic. So definitely, as you get to an advanced level, start doing this. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend this if you just started out Duolingo, but this is like kind of a higher level of Arabic learning. And then at that level, what you also should be doing, which I love doing as well, is try translating everything you hear to Arabic. You've got enough vocabulary and you'll be surprised that you can actually speak a lot more than you think. So whenever you hear stuff out in the world or on YouTube, just think, how would that sound in Arabic? Just translate it to yourself, say it to yourself. It's also one of the most enjoyable aspects about learning Arabic for me personally. But when you do get to this stage, definitely start trying that out. And just an honorable mention, I guess, if you're interested in like the app world, I also use Kalam as well a lot now. I don't really use Duolingo because Kalam is very specific to Quran words. So definitely that's just an extra thing if you want to try. Most importantly, if you found this guide to be useful and you want to start taking action on it, book a call with me right now and I'll show you exactly how I did it, and I'll help you get there as well. Remember to join the free community at the bottom, and inshallah, I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.